Do you feel like as soon as you broke the chains, or when you made it known that you were boogieing out of that negative situation, or you just made it known that you're not going to be dealing with the negativity that has been encompassing your life anymore, do you feel like the attacks ramped up? And when I say attacks, I mean the attacks from the people that you are stepping away from, or trying to free yourself of, breaking the chains of either a familial, generational issue, problems in the workplace. Do you feel like the attacks ramped up? This video is going to be for you if you feel that this resonates, okay? And I'm going to get right into it, because understand that people are going to find ways to attack you or to try to hold you back because they know that you have the key to escape. You have the key to get out of the negative situation that all of them seem to dwell in and be stuck in. All right. And you may have seen in your life that, when you are the one that is different from the rest, especially family, right? Like, especially when you're getting away from the negativity, getting away from the generational trauma that may have enveloped that family, that dynamic, right? And you're the one that's kind of like, listen, I'm not with the stuff that you guys are with. You guys do this stuff. I'm not into that. That's how you guys move. I'm not going to move like that. You're going against breaking all the norms of what this dynamic considers acceptable. You are no doubt going to be attacked for that, right? And the attacks will ramp up the more that you kind of put your foot down and you kind of show them, like, listen, I'm not into this stuff. I will not follow the stuff that you guys do. I'm not going to be wayward and be drama filled and be sitting there soaking it all up, just like all you guys have been doing for generations, for decades and decades. Like, you're not about to do all that, right? And so they feel offended that you are not following their regimens of what they're all used to doing. And a lot of it is very deep seated, very negative, very low vibrational, and very limiting, right? These groups of people who are generationally stuck, these people see you flourishing, not moving with them, not moving with what they're moving with, all the trauma, all the pain. It's like they're not trying to stop it. They're not trying to put an end to it, but you are, because you're able to recognize that this is an unhealthy way, or these are unhealthy practices that I probably shouldn't partake in, because look at what's happening to them. Look at how they're affected. These are older heads sometimes too. Like, this is decades of just craziness and drama, and people stuck in the materialistic world, people stuck in the worldly things. And you're probably like, I just want a better life. I need to get away from this life that I'm bound to be a part of. I need to get away. I need to get away from what does not serve me, what does not help me in a positive manner, right? But you're going to get attacked more. When I say attacked, you may not move around these people. You may really put a distance between yourself and them, not because you think you're better than them, but because you know what's good for you. You know what you like. You know what you don't. And unfortunately, sometimes you're born into a family or thrusted into a circumstance where everybody just moves a certain way, and you're supposed to, like, you're literally supposed to do that as well, because you're a part of that lineage. You were born into this lineage, or you're at this workplace where this stuff just always happens, and you're supposed to just naturally be like that as well and follow these regimens as well. And maybe you just don't. You cannot get down like that. You put your foot down, you have boundaries, you have a different way of living life. You don't just jump and do the negative things that they do because they've always done it. You're going to get attacked. You're going to get spoken about. All right. You're going to get, people are going to start slandering you. Right. That's a big thing for me as well. It's like when I decided to stay away from the negativity of, different groups of people who I felt like were trying to hold me back, or, it's kind of like being bound in a spell. And you have to be strong enough to break that spell. You have to be strong enough to break those chains. You're going to get attacked. You're going to get attacked because people are realizing that you are not going to do what they do. So you're going to expose them. That's how they kind of see it. Like, your rebellious nature, right, is going, which, we could, we know you're not being rebellious in that way, but to them, they see it like you're being rebellious. So you're going to expose the mishappenings a part of this dynamic. And they can't have that because a lot of times they have these societal facades where they don't behave like this out there. You know, they only do this in close quarters, and you are a witness to this. You will be slandered. People are going to talk down to you. People are going to be very disrespectful to you. People are going to be looking at you funny, looking at you up and down, talking all types of smack, making up outlandish statements about you. They're going to be stalking you, right? Stalking your socials, seeing what you do, asking people about you, trying to figure out why are you being so difficult, right? You're going to have people spreading rumors about you. This is a big one. People spreading rumors. Oh, something's not right with Tom. Something's not right with Samantha. You know, there's something not right with them. They're acting up. They're being rude. They're rebellious. They're weird. You know, they're going to start spreading lies and trying to make you look like a very, very unsavory character because you don't move their way. You're not about to continue the generational curse or whatever negativity has befallen this group of people, right? You decided that I know that I am bound to follow because I was once again born into this lineage, just got hired at this toxic place. You don't really understand at first how bad it is, right? Until you really start seeing the diabolical practices that a lot of them take place in, a lot of them take part of, or you just start seeing the way that they move and it really does not align with how you move or your principles or your ethics or your morals and values, right? Oh, I had to step away. I had to step away from things that no longer served me. And though there was isolation involved and there was a little bit of sadness, a little bit of feeling like, did I really do the right thing? A little bit of guilt. I'm better off for it. You know, I don't have to be amongst people who pretend, or I don't have to be amongst people who try to use me for the wrong reasons, you know, who try to put me in drama because that's all they know. You know, I'm going to break free. I believe truly that I broke free from what was holding me back in my life. You know, and ever since then, I've been better off for it, even though there were some negative side effects, especially psychological side effects or emotional side effects that, you know, you feel down, you feel sad, you feel worrisome about your choices, right? You're going to be attacked. And I was attacked, like, you know, not always viciously, right? By some, it was vicious. By others, it was more subtle and it was more like sneaky and more covert, the way that I was looked down upon and spoken about. And you know, because it always gets back to you, right? And the things that you hear, it's like pretty crazy. But at the end of the day, you're going to get attacked when you break those chains, right? Because you're ruining, as they see it, you're ruining the facade that they always had up. And we're talking about deep. We're talking about decades deep. It's deep. You know what I mean? Like, it's serious that you're the one that broke the chains after decades and decades and decades of people were not able to, or maybe were too afraid, or just didn't think to because they thought this was normal, this was fine, anything to fit in. So you're a target for sure. Like, you're going to be a target for attacks when you start going out and doing things by yourself. You don't require their assistance. You don't require their help or their support, even if these are your own folks. And you'll see, like, they support everybody else who's in the mud or in the drama or who love, you know, this is all they know. You're going to see your folks support those individuals who are still chained, right? Still chained, still compliant, still complacent, still malleable. And you're not like that, right? I mean, if I had to guess, you're probably the type of person that just goes your own way. You know, it's not going to be, you know, it's a lonely road sometimes, right? It's not always where you have these, you know, lots of support, lots of people around you rallying for you. Sometimes it's just you by yourself. Sometimes it's just like that, you know? You're going to be attacked because you don't want to participate in low vibrational behavior or be amongst low vibrational individuals. You're going to be called bougie. You're going to be dissed. People are going to purposely, like, you know, leave you out of things or not tell you certain things until the last minute because they want to, like, punish you or make you feel bad about being different and getting away, right? You're going to be slandered. Rumors are going to be spread about you because people know that you breaking away is deeper. deep. They've not seen this yet. They've not seen it in these proportions yet. So it's like you're really like shaking things up that are deep seated, you know, because you have been chosen. That's what they say. Many have been called, but few are chosen. You know, it depends on who answered the call and who did all the steps, who made the changes to break free from what you were supposed to follow, right? It's very deep, very, very deep. So don't fret when your folks start attacking you and pressing you about the choices you have made and about the path that you decide to take instead of following them, because you assess the situation, your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul, like, you know, you don't mesh well with these groups, or it doesn't, you know, you're not getting higher because of who you're associated with. And you probably saw that after you broke these chains, you started to get higher. You started to feel better. You started to sleep better, eat better, take better care of yourself, have a more clear mind, clear conscience, and just be able to traverse through life a lot more smoothly, because you're not bound. You are free. You have freedoms, you know? And when we're growing up in these situations, a lot of times we feel like we don't have that freedom because that is something that's been imprinted on our minds, programmed to be this way. You got to unprogram, you got to rewire your brain sometimes. And then you'll see, wow, I do have a lot of freedoms. I do have the ability to make my own choices, to cut toxic ties, and nobody's going to do anything about it because this is my life. Keep that energy, you know what I mean? Keep that high vibrating spirit that you have well intact so you can continue breaking toxic cycles, dodging negative situations. This is what's best so that we can all be the best version of ourselves, okay, everybody? So thank you guys so much for joining me today on the Mindset Elevator. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay up, stay positive, everybody. Love life, live life, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.